Okay, Paul. So now it is January 5th, 2019. It is 9:30 in the morning. Okay? So what happened here is Amari gets picked up at 9 o'clock in the morning, right, people? And for besides who's stalking my YouTube channel, laughing while they're doing it. If anyone's watching, well, 2 people watching, 1 person thumbs up, 1 person thumbs down. So this is what's happening. So it's a 50-50. One of those people is the one that probably just threatened to call the cops on me. Okay? By the time this live feed is done, I'll probably have 15 thumbs down. And what's going to happen in the future is Tisha and I are going to do a video, and we're going to show how easy it is to log into fake user accounts and do those thumb buttons. Okay, you can go one after another, and you can thumbs up, and thumbs up under multiple fake user accounts. So if you can do it with a thumbs up, you can do it with a thumbs down. But what's provoking me with this, people, is I'm documenting it. This is a living document, okay? 9 o'clock in the morning, right? Tisha called me at 8:30, said, Mom, get up. I said, well, it's really miserable outside, the baby's sleeping. It's not fair. Baby has to be rushed out of here at 9 in the morning, but whatever. Okay, I get baby ready to go now, right? I go out, and the one that's laughing and stalking and probably watching as she's looking after her nephew as if she doesn't have better things to do, right, is coming out of the vehicle so I can hand the baby over to the vehicle, like to this person, right? And I'm like, no, I'm at the top of my stairs. And she's now standing here, and I'm like, no, you have your mother. I said, Sonia, you come out. You come to the car, have your daughter sit in the car. I want nothing to do with your daughter, nothing. The first thing that came out of that woman's mouth, people, I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. You won't let us have the baby. Now, I'm standing at my front door, baby with the jacket, ready to take the baby out to the car. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I am being forced to do this, people. Okay? But I'm doing it, right? And they're threatening to call the cops on me. Because I refused. Well, I didn't refuse. I said I didn't want to hand over the baby, right, to the 22-year-old individual that, and I called him on it. I said, oh, so what, drama queens? It's 9 o'clock in the morning being drama? Like, right? So I ended up handing over the baby to the person who's stalking me. Right? Basically, people, this is, and you want to know why? Because they don't like me talking about Shimei. That's what it is. They want to act like Shimei never existed, right? Well, the one I'm in dispute with in terms of the biological father continues to lurk around in the shadows, okay? Pushing the buttons, geeking up his mother, geeking up his sister, but taking absolutely no responsibility for what happened to Shimei of any kind. And I'm not going to get into those details because all you have to do is go into my videos, people, right? And they don't like me talking about it. They would prefer if I never said another word about Shimei for the rest of our lives. They would prefer if Amari was never told that he had a mother, that he was born from a machine in terms of some medical experiment. What do they call that? You get my point. Not in a womb. He didn't grow in a womb, people. He grew in some bathtub with a bunch of tubes going into it. That's what they want me to tell Amari as Amari gets older, the way they treat my daughter in terms of she doesn't have a right to tell her story because it happens to bring them into it. Well, maybe if the father would talk, explain his side of the story, instead of hiding out in the shadows, geeking up his mom, geeking up his sister, calling social services on me, calling the police on me. At the drop of a hat, they were going to call the police on me at 9 o'clock. I'm waiting for the police to show up, people, again. Even though I handed over the baby, I'm still waiting for the police to show up. Because the minute I said, come to the car, I will pass the baby to you. No, I'm calling the police. She's on her phone. And the girl's just standing there. Like, this is some messed up shit, people. And I know they're watching, and that's fine. Because honestly, I don't even really like doing live streams. You want to know why I don't like doing live streams? Because I don't have a hard copy of these videos. I'm trying to figure out how I can download the video, save it for my external hard drive, and I really can't do that. So I'm like, well, I don't think I'm going to do live streams too much, especially with Shimei's stuff, because the last one I did there, the resolution was terrible, right? And I know her dad from Tacoma is watching, and her dad doesn't have Facebook, and her dad can't get in and see Shimei's Facebook. So I know he wants to see Shimei's Facebook and hear the story, which unfortunately involves other people, not my problem. It's our story. It's our life. It's like being under the Criminal Code of Canada. If you are a party of the proceeding, you have a right to record, whether it's freaking whatever. She's my daughter. I'm her spokesperson. She's going to live for 53 years. The story's going to be out there for at least 53 years in death, people. It is what it is. And if these people want to threaten to call this person and threaten to call this person and this person and this person at 9 o'clock in the morning, so be it. So be it. It's not going to change the reality of what happened to my daughter. Right? And it's not about the woman saying, oh, well, I didn't know what was going on in your house. Why are you involving me in YouTube videos and yeah, well, it is what it is. You're still in denial. That woman is still in denial, right? She's protecting. She's encouraging it, people. She's encouraging what is happening because she wasn't even woman enough to come out of the fucking vehicle and come and pick up her grandson. She had to use her hostile, stalking daughter to do it. Well, you're stalking me. I said, no, I'm not. I never come to your house. I never come to your house. Oh, well, the video. What? I talk about the mother to the biological father that's causing all this grief in my life. I don't put out her fucking name. I don't put her fucking face on YouTube or anything like that. I put my daughter's story out there. That's what I do. I put Andre's story out there. I put my other children's story out there. I put Amari and Alea May's story out there. I put Shimei's story out there. Shimei lost her life. These guys are living in a freaking fantasy land. They think it's nothing. I understand that we live in a death culture, but for crying out loud, somebody loves Shimei. And I know her father in Tacoma loves Shimei. And he has a right to see her Facebook. So, am I going to do Facebook on live next time? I've been debating about it. Probably not, because the resolution is no good unless I bring in another program like XSplit or something so that I can bring up the freaking the actual screen, and then the pixels are the way it's supposed to be. Versus Shimei looking like she's got two big black eyes, although it kind of fits with the format, though, doesn't it? Only I'm the one with the black eyes now because this is the shit that Shimei went through. Only Shimei wasn't vocal about it, but I am, people. That is the difference between Shimei and me. Shimei was going to take it to court. But if you notice, Shimei's dead. She was going to take it to court. She wasn't vocal about it, but she was going to go tell the judge. I'm vocal about it. I'm in court. And at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting the police called on me because I'm wanting to hand over the baby to the grandmother. I simply asked the grandmother to get out of the freaking vehicle, get off her fucking phone, and take the baby and have her daughter sit in the car versus having her daughter standing there posturing, being all. Right? But no, instead, the mother's in the car wanting to call 911 on me because I won't give them the baby at 9 o'clock in the morning, even though they're standing there with the baby with the jacket on and everything. Right? So I just gave in, people, because they're fucking drama queens. I call them on. I said, you're just being drama queens, as usual. Just being drama queens, as usual. And I gave him the baby. And if my son was out there, right, by this time, right? And this mother is like, she's acting like she's the fucking victim, right? Because I'm doing what I've always done in terms of YouTube videos and whatnot, right? The story is what the story is. If they want the story to change, well, then maybe become a little more civil, right? You know, ask your son what really happened, you know, or your brother or whatever. You know, instead of protecting him and covering it up for him and attacking and intimidating, you know, the ones that are the actual victims, right? Dead bodies don't move themselves. Dead bodies don't change their shirts, right? Right? They don't. But in a death culture, I guess they do. Right? So anyway, I'm not going to drag this out. I just wanted to put it out there, right? 9 o'clock in the morning. Threatening to call the police on me is just as well. Might as well said you were ready to punch me out again, right? What's the difference? Punch me out? You're going to threaten to punch me out? Threaten to call MCFD on me? Threaten to call the cops on me? When like, it hasn't stopped, people. It hasn't stopped. Right? Seriously. So anyway, on in terms of Shimei's Facebook, my daughter, our story, our family, are right. Not my fault. It is what it is over there. Right? And if they want to make it worse, well, I can't stop that, right? And I know that Shimei's dad wants to hear Shimei's story. So I think I might have to do the next one in regards to Shimei with the video camera, unless I want to bring an XSplit. But I don't necessarily like these feeds because I don't have an external hard copy, right? And until I can figure that out, I don't know if I have to buy a program. I tried some stuff on, you know, the internet. Nothing seemed to work. So I don't know how many live feeds I'm going to actually do. And it's not because I get thumbs down, people, because I'm, you know, this is how I see it. These people that do this kind of stuff repetitively, okay, seriously, if you look at Sierra, she can talk, you know, there's times when she can run around and she looks like she's normal, right? And you think she is, right? Because she can talk, she can form a sentence, she can walk, you know, she can put on nice clothes and she can wear makeup, and you think it's normal, right? But it doesn't take very long to figure out that she's not. There's definitely something wrong there. Well, it kind of goes the same way with this gang stalking and all this other stuff that goes on, right? Just because somebody looks like they're normal doesn't mean that they are, people. So, you're not going to change that, because some of these trolls, could very, very well be the Duncan clan jumping back up onto the bandwagon, because, Uncle John is still hanging in the balance there, right? Uncle John is still hanging in the balance. And, with Shimei having her arm around him now, they're together, right? So he's not as feeble and weak as he used to be. He's much stronger now because he's got Shimei with him, right? So that pisses off a lot of people, because they don't want their dirt getting out in terms of the story, right? And they figure that just because somehow they're interconnected with it, they have a right to squash the story, and they don't, because I give permission, and my family gives permission to talk about our story, our Shimei, our Uncle John. And that's what they don't seem to understand. And I know that Shimei's father in Tacoma does appreciate the fact that I am going into her Facebook page to bring him closer to her. Because remember, people, she was supposed to go to Tacoma in April, May, June. In May or June, she was supposed to go to Tacoma. That's why she was getting her passport ASAP, because she was going to go and spend a couple, 2-3 weeks with her dad. And I was very supportive of that. And if she wanted to stay there for a while because he was going to sponsor her, I was also supportive of that, because it would have been good for her just to have that break. But unfortunately, something bad happened to her, and she never got that chance. And that's why those people don't want the story to get out. But unfortunately, that's Shimei's story. And she has a right, just like everybody else in this world, to tell her story, even in death. Okay? So, goodbye for the day.